Magandang umagang muli sa ating lahat. Tayo po ay napapakinggan pa rin sa DXDU 101.7 FM at simulcast sa DXHN 54.9 AM. Isang panibagong storya na naman ang ating mapapakinggan sa umagang ito sa programang Sounds Fishy. Ngayong umaga, isang advocate at fish heroes dahil sa kanyang advokasya sa pangangalaga ng ating mga karagatan. Upang talakayin ang isa sa mga successful extension project ng Davao del Norte State College. Multi-awarded na guro at marine biologist. Kasamahan ko sa Davao del Norte State College. Walang iba kundi si Dr. Curly Gumanaw. Magandang umaga po, Dr. Curly. Dr. Curly, simulan po natin ang ating kwentuhan. Ano po ba itong proyektong tinatawag nilang Tacloban Woods?
It's an advocacy for the protection of giant clams, protection of marine species, at the same time, income for the Fisher Folk Organization. The organization was organized in 2009, so it was with the partnership of German Development Service and Davao del Norte State College. So, yun po. So, meron tayong 19 members of the Fisher Folk Organization, and then we call that ADICOR United Fisher Folk Organization.
So, kailan po ba ito nasimulan na proyekto?
Yun, nagsimula kami. It's a different livelihood. So, it's milkfish and rabbit fish culture. Parang we developed them to become like businessman. Pero later on, nakita namin grabe yung maintenance and operating expense. Tapos kailangan nandyan sila at saka kailangan marunong sila magnegosyo. They have to run it like a business. Ang maganda doon is mayroon kaming seed money from the German Development Service. So they were given 250,000 start capital. We realized kasi nakita namin yung potentials ng itong protected area. Yun, and then we see na pwedeng mapagkitaan ng fisher folk. And at the same time, itong barangay na to, there's purok selling paklobo. Mayroon kami isang project na Save Our Shores. It's funded by CHED. Nauna yun eh. So, mayroon kaming assessment kung paano ginamit yung taklobo all over the region. So, we found out that ginagamit pa rin, kinakain pa rin siya. Despite that it's already prohibited. It's a prohibited species. So, yun, nakita namin yung potentials ng tourism at saka nakita namin yung chance namin of using the tourism at saka yung giant clams as a venue for conservation advocacy. So, parang di-combine siya. It's a combination of a livelihood and conservation. So, yun, kino-combine namin. So, naisipan namin na gawin siyang Tacloban Tours.
So, this is only an addition to the previous extension project that we had?
Oo, so pinunduhan kami ng CHED. So, yun, doon nagsisimula. Pero that is already in addition to the Save Our Shores na 1.3 din na yung kang CHED Commissioner Defensor. Ito yung propagation ng taklobo, tsaka yung pag-assess namin kung anong gamit ng taklobo, ano ba yung medyo matagal yon. So nag-propose kami kung paano gagawin, and then later on nung may funding na nag-MOA na kami. So nag-MOA kami. So MOA signing kami ng June, February na nag-open yung nag-launch. So yun, in our MOA, specified talaga yung mga roles namin.
Ano po ba yung mga roles ng iba't ibang stakeholders ng project na to?
Sa LGU, sila yung mag-take charge ng promotion ng project. Okay. So sila yung nagpo-promote at the local and national and international level. So sila yung gumagawa, role nila yan. Ang BLGU, venue yung sa kanila for the Tacloban tour. So, parang reception side.
Okay.
DNSC is long-term technical assistance. So, kami yung initially maghahanap ng mga funds to support. So, talagang more on the strengthening the POs, tapos yung management ng park, sa amin yan.
So meron po ba tayong mga kasulatan o agreement sa mga mangingisda?
So, yun. And then, itong organization, kasama sila sa MOA. So, although we formed them, iba pa yung MOA namin for Tacloban Tours. So, sila yung organization that we created, pero part sila ng MOA. So, iba pa yung ginagawa namin sa organization na iba pa yung responsibility nila to Tacloban Tours. Parang meron kaming separate responsibility sa kanila and meron din silang separate na i-deliver sa amin. Iba din yung dun sa organization. So, nahirapan kami kasi meron kami mga collection ng like entrance fee. So at first, kasi government yung mga kasama eh. Ang gusto nila dito sa organization is meron na silang sariling bank account. Ang gusto nila doon ipapasok. Kasi mahirap. Pag sa government ka, mahirap ang collection. Oo. Yung paano ilabas yung pera. Kasi may mga sharing scheme eh. May sharing scheme. We started like 75 and then we raised it to 95. Kasi nakita namin, konti lang yung para sa fisher folk. 75 at first. Ngayon, 95. So, ang kinokollect nila ngayon is 100 kasi yung 5 pesos in environmental users. So, tinutulungan na namin yung local government unit na mag-collect.
Ano po ba ang mechanism na ginagawa natin ngayon upang mabigyan lahat ng pagkakataon, lalong-lalo na po yung ating mga mangingisda?
So, we give them equal opportunities to serve doon. Kasi dapat yung ano nila, pag-duty nila, equal yan. O rotation. So, equal yan na yung number of days. Pero kung minsan mag-a-absent. So, depende kung pag masipag ka, palagi kang nandun, mas malaki.
Interesado po ako, Dr. Girly, kung paano po yung hatian ngayon doon sa nakukuha pong profit mula doon sa livelihood project ng Tacloban Tours.
So, from the 95, 15 pesos goes to the BLGU. This is the barangay. 15 pesos goes to the city government. 15 pesos sa DNSC. So, ilan na yun? 45. So, magkano na yung mayroon ng 40 sa kanila yon. Yung 15 pesos for each of the partners that are stipulated in the MOA, yun ang tinatawag namin sustainability fund. So meaning, it's not an income of DNSC, it's not an income of BLGU, not an income of LGU. It should be used for the purpose of improving the project based on our roles in the MOA. So yun ang klaro. So meaning kami, itong operations namin dito, mag-monitor sa kanila, like mga studies ng aming mga students just for improving the area or yung biodiversity studies doon. Kinukuha. Kung minsan yung mga students namin, we supported them financially dito na sa funds na to.
Dr. Girly, what is the role of the fisher folks as a tour guides?
So, mayroon kaming mga written and unwritten agreements na parang masabi natin na ito na yung ginagawa namin. So, later, ngayon, recently, pero what is good with this is yung ating tour guides, they are fishers of all fishers. Saka mga, dito talaga residents. So, ang kanilang role sa tour guide, as tour guides, so kasama na yun yung orientation ng biology of giant clams, the policies, conservation status, and the role of marine protected areas in giant clam conservation. Mayroon silang maraming technical trainings and they have the script. At first, Cebuano, may English, kasi mayroon kaming mga foreigners eh. Dami naming international tourist destination.
Sa tingin po ninyo, Professor, what makes this project unique?
Yun. So, yun ang iba kasi yung mga tour guides ng iba, yung mga bata, mga bata ang gaganda. Dito naman, local na local. So, yun. So, yun ang masabi namin unique in this. So, kaya nga, dinala namin sila, we were invited by MSI last August, doon kay Dr. Patrick. We were invited to share kasi ang giant clams nandun sa MSI eh. So parang gusto rin nilang gawin. So we were in Anda. So dinala namin isang fisher doon.
Okay, last questions, Dr. Curly. What lessons have you learned from this journey?
So, yun, ang challenge is really yung like tourism is actually it's a community enterprise. Tingnan mo. So nung nag-start sila, nagkakagulo na ang mga motorboat operators. So nag-agawan na. So ang nangyari is parang nakaabot kami doon sa point na pati yung mga boat operators parang kaming naging arbiter. So we standardize the fees.
Marami pa sana akong nais itanong, ngunit gahul na po tayo sa ating oras. Maraming salamat muli, Dr. Gumanaw, sa inyong panahon at oras na maging bahagi ng ating programang sa Sounds Fishy. Isa na namang makabuluhang usapin sa pangangalaga sa ating karagatan. Sa ating istorya ngayon, ipinakita ng grupo ni Dr. Curly na maaaring posible ang pangangalaga sa ating likas na yaman habang may pinagkakakitaan ang ating mga mangingisda. Kaya naman, Dr. Curly, tunay po kayong fish hero. Ito po si Daniel. Hanggang sa susunod na episode ng programang Sounds Fishy.